Pisces, let's see what the cards have for you. What are they going to tell us? What's in store for Pisces for the rest of July here? Let's see. I'm going to be connected to the collective energy for Pisces. Nice. I'll leave that out. Collective energy for, wow. They didn't flip up, so we're going to leave them down. The cards are pretty feisty for you. They don't normally flip out like that. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's too many of them, so I'm going to put them back. We'll see if they come out. What is happening for Pisces for the rest of July 2023? Okay, want to cut. They want to cut, so we're going to cut. What have we got? Clearly, the Six of Pentacles wanted to come out. The Eight of Swords. Strength, a major arcana card. The Hermit. And the Magician. So you're ending the month with 3 major arcana cards. These are more major life theme cards. Sorry, I must center these a little bit. At least from my perspective. I don't know really if they are fully centered from your perspective, but I needed to do that. So, Six of Pentacles. This is about a little bit about sharing the wealth across the board, making things sure everybody has what they need. So you have the ability, you either have, so Pentacles are more about earthly things, material possessions, home, a little bit about health too, they can be. And in this case, she's giving seeds out to the chickens, right? And eventually the chickens will probably grow up and help her out, provide eggs or other things in here. So it's a give and take relationship between resources. You're planting the seeds so that others can then help you in the future, or help themselves and help others, right? It's a continuation, a little bit of maybe even a hint of starting a legacy here. So I don't know, Pisces, if that's something you're thinking of doing, but that's the message that's coming through here is you want to plant the seeds to start a legacy. I don't know if that applies to everybody, but that's the message that's really coming through right now is, yes, plant the seeds to start the legacy. So that's what this is here. Eight of Swords. Well, they've clearly got themselves in a conundrum, don't they? In a blindfold, surrounded by swords, tied, kind of, but not too hard, but their feet aren't tied. And the blindfold's not that tight. So technically, they could probably shake their head a little bit. They can probably even see the ground below them. You know how sometimes if it's not tied tight, you can peek under there a little bit and see what's going on? Yeah. It's a bit of an illusion, right? Swords are about our thoughts, ideas. It's an air element sign. And the 8 is a little bit about mastery, usually, right? So as far as numerology goes, this is about mastering your thoughts, the ones that keep you bound up, the ones that prevent you from doing things, the self-doubt, the negative self-talk, the idea that you can't do something or that it should only be done a certain way. These are all thoughts that are keeping them hemmed in. Sort of. All you have to do is walk through the gaps, right? Just see where the possibilities are and move past the restrictions. That's what I'm getting here. So there may be some blocks that you have about starting a legacy, about starting that investment fund, about starting that savings, about putting the money away, or about buying the land. Whatever it is that you're thinking of doing here to begin your legacy, to start you down that path, the doubts and fears you're having about it are unfounded. You just have to get yourself past them. So if you can push yourself past that, that'll be a great start. You'll be on your way. So this is kind of about the daily mundane life things, which is not that mundane because that's a pretty impressive thing to be able to push past your own doubts and fears in order to start something like that. So that's a pretty impressive thing. I mean, this stepping past this for anything really is a pretty major accomplishment on its own. And over here we have, again, we have another 8. So 88, strength. So this isn't more about inner strength and fortitude. So when you start down this, I mean, that's what it's going to take in order to get pushed past those fears, is that inner fortitude, that ability to, in spite of all the negativity around you, of all even other people saying, no, you can't do that, or, well, why would you put that there? We could go do this with the money. But we want to do this with the money. But what if we could do this? We could go on a vacation instead. But if you're building a legacy, sometimes that's going to take a time and a while to do, and you can't spend that money. You have to be dedicated to holding that money in investments or in places that you want, in spite of the desire, the temptation to use it for other things. And this strength card, I'm also drawn here to this, all the yellow around her, which refers back to the solar plexus chakra, which is where your confidence comes from, that self-confidence. So it's having that inner strength, that inner belief in yourself, in your dream, in what you want to do, and standing strong and firm in that, in spite of all the things that are going around you, in spite of the lions roaring and chasing after you and trying to get at you. You still managed to stay strong in the face of that and calm the lion. Calm the fears that may be coming at you and coming out of you. You have the ability to do it. It looks like you are going to accomplish that. Pretty major accomplishment. And this is surrounded by purple out, which has to do with the third eye chakra, right? Which is about the intuition. Your vision for the future needs to be stronger than your fears about the future. Essentially is what that's saying. And I hope I always remember that for this card. Your vision for the future needs to be stronger than your fear for the future. So take that, go for it, go get it. It looks like you're going to have the strength. Just be aware. Draw on that inner strength, right? Keep your eye on the prize, the long-term prize. Steady and strong, Pisces. You can do this. I know. You get emotional. You may. Not all of you do. But depending on, where Pisces is actually in your chart. But stay strong. You've got this. Even use your intuition. Use your third eye power. Pisces has a strong sense of intuition. So trust in your own power. Trust in your own vision for the future. And then here we have the Hermit. So you might need to take some time to reflect inwardly on it. And maybe even this is about choosing, doing the research, taking the time to go within and find out what it is you do want to have as a legacy. What do you want to create? What do you want your legacy to be? So this might be taking the time to maybe meditate on it. Green is about for the heart chakra a lot, but she's also in gold. So be confident and know that it is the right thing. Really feel into it. Feel into each of the options that you may have. And go for the one that feels right from your heart center. There'll be like a little, for me, it's just like I get a little warm, if you will. I get flushed. No, I get like a warm sensation in my chest when it feels really right. Then it's magical. You're kind of looking for that a little bit with your investments, at least for you, because you don't want to get caught up in your head about it. You want to trust your intuition on it and really go inward and do this on your own, right? You can ask for advice and get for advice, but the decision has to come from you. You're the one, it's your legacy, right? You have to make that decision. And then here we have the Magician. which is perfect for this whole thing. Because the magician is about having all the tools, right? He's got all the things. He's got the connection to the higher self, to the collective, and he's grounded. He's got his connection to the earth, and he has all the tools. He's got the sword, he's got the cup, he's got the wand, he's got the pentacle, all there. And then he also has I can't remember the name of this, but he has it won't come out of my tongue right. I can feel that right now. He has the power of manifestation. He is able to manifest whatever he needs in order to succeed. And that's what you have. You have the ability to plant your seeds, push past the fears, be strong and firm in your decisions, make wise decisions, the ones that are right for you from the heart, and you're going to make it happen. So there might be something that by the end of this month, because this is, I have to remind myself, this is a fixed time period, right, that we're looking at, which is essentially July 13th to July 31st of 2023. So it looks like this is probably may already be in play a little bit. What you have to do to decide, or what you may do and decide, you are not required to do this. None of this is required. This is what the cards are saying. Some of you may be doing for this July. You may be putting in place a plan. Maybe it's a 401k, maybe it's something else, maybe you're looking at investment property. You're doing something, it's my feeling here, where you're going to start the ball rolling by the end of the month, right? You're going to make that first investment. Maybe you're going to put $5 in savings. Maybe you're going to put $5,000 in savings, or towards investments that are going to help you build your legacy. Yes, that feels right. So do some research. That's kind of what this card here is about. Do your research. And you don't have to start out big. This isn't something you have to start out big. It's a long-term strategy that you're planning here. So bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. She is a creator. She is very intuitive. She is the mother, right? She creates. Look at all the babies around her. The pomegranate is symbolic for that too. This is so perfect. I love tarot. I really do. It's amazing what comes through and how it all ties together in such a fantastic way. So yes, this is about you creating. And maybe what you're doing here is you're starting a business that's a creative business. That could be it too. And this is all about pushing past your fear of that. And maybe the manifestation is all you're doing is picking your business name by the end of the month. Or maybe all you're doing is opening that savings account so that you can start putting the money there and start going. It doesn't have to be a major thing. It just has to be a step in the right direction and get the ball rolling, and then it'll keep rolling. It'll be more of a downhill fall. You won't be pushing it uphill to make it happen. And to have the Empress card, again, another major arcana, a major life theme for you. So whoever you are watching this, know that your idea for what you want to do in order to have the ability to help others, to build your legacy, you are going to have a plan in place, an idea in place. You're going to start that ball rolling by the end of the month. Fantastic. This is super impressive. I wish I were a Pisces right now. Wow. All right. I'm going to end this here because otherwise I could gush on and on. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more and get notified, please hit subscribe and the notify button. And thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you. That's all I can say. Talk to you later.